Okay. Go ahead. You can ask your question.
Okay, the question. I think this is just for probably older women, but I feel like I have a situation where it's a guy who is like really, really good to me, and he does like everything that I would want in a guy to do, but I can't seem to like fall back in love with him. And so I'm debating against like doing the truest act of love and saying, hey, I can't reciprocate like how he feels about me, so I should just let him go, or should us as women like sacrifice and say, I don't know, like we should just let it like basically learn to fall back in love again because you could miss out. Do you know
But
like
did he cheat or do something that was unforgivable that took you time to get back? Like, why did you guys fall out of love?
because I carried everything financially, so I kind of took in like a masculine role, and I think it made me like fall out of love because I lost respect. But he's back and he's like, he's working, he's doing every single thing, but besides that, he's the type that'll run my bath water or like just do anything I ask him to
So
do.
he's a
And
simp.
like right now he's like, what I'm telling him, like, I don't want to be together because I'm looking for certain qualities, and he like, tell me what it is, I could do it, why you're not giving me the chance?
Damn.
And I'm like, dang, if there's a man that's saying, well, tell me what's wrong, because a lot of guys don't be like, tell me what's wrong, I'll fix it. Should I tell him what's wrong and
Yeah,
do
why
it?
haven't you told him? It sounds like if he wants to come back, not saying you have to press go on it, but if he wants to prove himself again to you and now he's has a job, he's financially stable, you can always test it out. You can see. You don't have to, you could dip your foot in the water.
This
Okay,
is bad
dip your
advice.
foot in the water. But you're a Capricorn. I think we're really good. We have good intuition. I will say that. Okay. So you could dip your foot in the water, but you're a Capricorn, right?
Yes.
Oh my
I know we
god.
like stability. Like it's very
You know one thing I hate about these dating things these days with women are the zodiac signs. What does a Capricorn have to do with refusing to date a guy who's a good guy, but because he doesn't make that much money? So, well, I'll give her some benefit of a doubt, right? She claimed, obviously, this is her side of the story, so we don't know the full story. She claims he's a good guy, but he was broke. She was taking care of him. I don't really believe her, but that's the side of the story. But this is what I've been telling you guys. These days, women claim if you're a good guy, you respect people, you got good character, you do everything good, you've never been to prison, you've never committed a crime, but you don't have money, that makes you not a good guy. To women these days, to be a good guy, you got to have money. But most importantly, you got to spend the money on them. It's crazy.
very important for you to be stable. That's like right up there with air for us.
Yes.
So you can see,
And it's
if
like
he
I don't feel the leadership, but he's trying. But it's like if he's trying, and I know I'm not truly in love with him, isn't I'm just like doing him a disservice because it's like I'm getting the benefits, but I'm not in love, and when I'm not in love and I'm not respecting you, then I don't want to be intimate. I don't want to do all these things, but maybe it could come along if I see he's providing some type of stability.
Money.
But do I wait for that? I'm 27. So
Oh,
do
you're
I?
young, girl. You're
Yeah,
young.
I
But
know.
is he doing it now though? He's back. Has he started paying the bills and stepping up to the plate?
Kinda, but then sometimes I feel like it's that thing where you tell them and they do it because it's like a manipulative tactic where it's like he'll do it and then he'll stop
Oh,
and mess up. But it's like
oh.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide because of my age also that sometimes I don't know, like we think we have to also settle where it's like because every the generation now is everybody just everywhere. So should it be like, should I stay because I should just be trying to fight for like a good man, or is it like I don't know, just go with your heart. You don't feel it, you gotta let it go.
Man, we are cooked. I'm telling you, we are cooked. First of all, I hear kids in the background, so I'm going to assume she's a single mom and she has all these weird tattoos on her chest. For me, it's a turn off, but some guys like it, right? But we are cooked. So she's saying because a man cannot provide all the bills or doesn't have the kind of money she believes he should have or a man should have, so she doesn't want him, even if she claims he's a good guy. Does that make sense to you guys? So because he cannot pay the bills the way she wants him to, because remember, guys, just because you pay bills, let's say you pay the rent, maybe even the mortgage, and you buy all the food at your house with your woman, These days, women even think that's not enough. They want you to pay the bills at home and also book 3 trips a year to Cancun, to Mexico. I'm going to say that one more time. These days, if you have money, if you're a good provider man, you pay the bills, you pay rent and everything. To some women, it's not enough. If you're not taking out for vacationing 3 trips a year, she's going to claim you're not a good provider, you're not a leader, you're not a good man. We are cooked. Like, we are literally cooked. We are cooked.
I think sometimes we settle because we don't think we can get better,
Settling?
or we won't ever find better. So we're not going to let that go. And that's probably what you're feeling. What if I don't find a guy who rubs my feet, runs to the kitchen, get me a plate of food, and wants to do the little things? So you're holding on to that, although you know that you need help financially and you can't do it by yourself.
See? It's about the
Like,
money.
you know, that's not enough in the long term.
It's about the money
Yeah.
for her.
So again, that's up to you to decide. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay and figure it out, or do you want to move on? What do you want to do?
I don't
Want
know.
a
I
rich
feel
man.
like I want to be the person to fight in love and try and give people chances, but then I want to be also to be the person to be like, when you don't feel something, you let it go. You don't, if it's not there, you don't force it, and you don't.
Damn.
I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. I wouldn't want a man to say, "Oh, she's kind of."
That's not me. It's the video, guys. That's not me. As you can see, Ashley is still here.
I don't know.
Ashley's here.
Something it cut
That
out,
video.
you guys.
But anyway, I'm glad she talked about that, because you guys out here dating, you can literally see that just because you're a man who provides, it's not enough. Also, just because you're a good man. So some of you guys are going to be like, oh no, I don't commit crime. I'm a good guy. I respect people. You know, I greet people when I see them. You know, I say, ma'am. I say, thank you, sir. Women don't care about those things. Like, majority of women will take a rich man who doesn't respect them. That's why they go for the drug dealers who have the money, right? They know he's probably going to die or go to jail. But the fact that he has money spends on them, they will pick him over you, the nice guy who's the teacher, who works a normal job. But because you don't have that crazy money that you're going to give them to buy, you know, weaves for $300 and shit like that. And then another issue is this woman, she probably thinks she has so many options. That's why they get good men and they're hoping, or they think there are more other rich men they will find in the future. That's why she's like, oh, I'm not sure. I can let him go.
Came back here swinging. Okay, here swinging. So where did we left off? Where you said you're not sure, and I told you have to make a choice. So
My phone died. He did not call me. That's what people said.
Okay, your phone died.
Yes, I promise.
We squinting. We like, okay. If he became a millionaire tomorrow, do you think he would still be with you?
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right.
I think he would. I definitely think he would. And I think that, like, he's the only man that I've ever felt like when I'm around, I'm sure he wouldn't cheat or anything. But it's like, what can I do anyway if I don't have respect for him now? You know what I mean? What can I do now if I don't have respect for him now? And how long should I wait for him to provide me some type of as a teammate? I'm talking about a teammate. I'm not looking for a man to take care of me right now. I'm 27. I think we do got a lot of growing to do. That is like outrageous for me to look for that at this age. But
outrageous for you to look for what at this age?
A man to fully provide for me. Like,
no, it's not outrageous. That's
at
the
my
perfect
age
age to look
at
for
my
it.
age too.
Well, I say older. I don't. It's
Okay.
very rare that you're going to be the man at that age who can do that. So you would have to go older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With
okay.
him being the same age as me, I don't think it's crazy for me to think he could provide. And but it's also just
crazy.
like a win-lose situation, because I'm definitely a high earner. I have my own app. I have Airbnb properties, and it's just like he's not going to catch up if so, anytime soon. But I don't want that. I just want a teammate. I just want to say, okay, I'm gonna buy some groceries or I'm
This
gonna
doesn't make sense.
pay some money on the rent or something or whatever. But
Wait. So she has Airbnbs, she has all these businesses, she's making all this money. So why are you so worried that the fact that your man doesn't have the money to pay all your bills? So what's the point of you having all these businesses if at the end of the day you still want a man to come and pay all your bills? This shit always drives me crazy. It's like they claim I'm independent, I'm a boss ass bitch, I got all this money, I don't need no man, I'm a strong independent woman, but I want a man to come in and pay my bills. After you just told me you make all this money, so now you want me to come pay your bills? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You guys see what does that make sense, guys? It's different if a woman said, I would rather a woman accepts that, you know what, I'm broke, I got no money, I need a man who's going to come and pay my bills. I will understand. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree, but I will, be like, okay, that's fair. But they claim they have all this money, they have all these degrees, they make all this money, but they still want you to come in and pay your bills. So then what's going to happen to your money that you're making, mama? You guys ever question that? It's like a woman claims she has been independent, paying all her bills up to this time. But then she wants a man to come in and pay her bills, but she still wants to continue working, which means she's going to be saving her money while you slave away trying to pay her bills. Isn't that crazy? Damn.
No, you're a Capricorn girl. That's not gonna last.
Here we go.
You're gonna be like, so what are you doing? What else are you? That's gonna get old for you. I don't believe that. I think you're gonna be like, why are you starting an Airbnb? Are you working on your? I think it's gonna go that direction.
okay.
Yeah.
The reason some people said I had said older women, and I only said older women because I was trying to see if somebody had regrets, like what they experienced, they loved somebody and they was like, well, he's not like the best. I'm not in love, but he's a good man. So they stayed and they probably fell back in love. So that's why I only said like older women. It wasn't like to insult nobody or anything. I want to get older. I don't want to get older.
So I will tell you a story. I don't really speak much about things, but I was with someone in my early 20s, and he was a great guy. He did all of the things. He was actually a Capricorn too, just like me. Really great, amazing guy, like you're describing.
And you left him.
He wasn't fully there because he was still building. He was so young. He's 24, 25. So he can't necessarily provide all the things. So we decided to end a relationship, not because we were fighting or we didn't get along, but simply because we needed to grow outside of being with each other.
But why not build together? You see what I mean? So this woman literally just said she had a good guy when they were 24, 25, but he wasn't all the way there as a provider or with the money. He was still building himself. Why not build with him? Because trust me, if that guy gets to get the money, he's going to remember the fact that no woman wanted to build with him. And then you want him to accept you when he finally has all the money. Because I don't know her life story, but I can guarantee you, she's a good looking woman, but I'm telling you right now, I don't think plenty of rich men are chasing after them, because she's going to wait when she's 45 to get a rich man, when all the rich men you rejected, you refuse to build with them. And now you expect the rich man to accept you after they get the money. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you didn't build with me. So what makes you think that after I get the money, right? Guys, just think about it. All the women who have rejected you as you're trying to build yourself because you don't have the money to take them out on vacations and shit like that, it's going to stay with you. And guess what? Once you get the money, most men just want to have so many women. And then the women are complaining, oh my God, all these rich guys don't want to settle down. But you didn't want those guys when they were building themselves. You didn't want to stay with them and build with them. And now when they get the money, you think you're entitled to commitment from them. Like, this shit comes back full circle. But shout out to this lady. She seemed like a sweet lady. But this is the issue most women run into, man. This is the same issue. They have a good guy. They don't want to build with him. They claim he can't pay all their bills. And then they're hoping. Because in her mind, she believes she deserves a rich man. Because if God told this woman, you're never ever going to get another man like him. You're going to get rich men, but they're never going to be nice to you. She would think twice. The reason she's rejecting a good man who can pay all the bills is because she believes she deserves a good guy, a rich guy. But number two, she believes she's gonna find a rich guy. You know what I mean? Like if God told me I'm never gonna make money again, I'm probably gonna save the little money I have because I know I don't expect too much money in the future. But they believe there's always a richer guy waiting for them, just there waiting for them. Delusional. What's up, Israelite? Shout out, bro. Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. Cam Prawn says she's a goofy. She's about as smart as Jazz. Come, leave my Jazz alone. That's funny. Israelite says Kisha always begging facts. And you know what's funny? Kisha always begging, but Kisha always saying she has so many degrees and so many businesses. Isn't that funny how they say that? How are you gonna say you have so many degrees and businesses but always begging? That doesn't make sense.